Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Young and the Restless next week spoilers find Nick Newman on a new mission during the week of December 2 to 6, 2024. On Y&R, check out the latest spoilers for the CBS daytime drama. Next week on Young and the Restless, Nick Newman is with Detective Chance Chancellor at Society. Chance tells Nick that Sharon Newman's case is with the district attorney now. Nick says that's because she confessed. He goes on to say that something about that isn't sitting right with him. Then, he asks Chance for his help. Nick knows Sharon very well and knows she isn't a murderer. Cameron Kirsten was a special circumstance. He was threatening to kill her, Nick, and their daughter, Faith Newman. She was protecting herself and her family on Young and the Restless. But in this situation, Nick Newman can tell there's more to the story. Indeed, she's being set up by Ian Ward and his new accomplice, Jordan Howard. While most people are losing faith in Sharon already, Nick refuses to. And next week, he plans to uncover the truth with Chance's help. While Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, convinces Chance Chancellor, Connor Floyd, to help Sharon Newman, Sharon case, danger lurks elsewhere. Supervillain Jordan Howard, Colleen Zenk, makes a bold move by going out in public on Young and the Restless. Her evil cohort, Ian Ward, Ray Wise, wants her to see how distraught Sharon's family is and report back to him. So, she puts on one of her disguises and goes to Society. While there, she runs into her great-niece, Claire Newman, Haley Aaron, and her boyfriend, Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer. Jordan looks familiar to Claire, so she asks if they've met before. Using a fake British accent, Jordan says, "I don't think so. Have a nice day." Claire and Kyle look confused and suspicious as she saunters off. Surely, it's only a matter of time before she realizes it was Jordan and she's on the loose. Meanwhile, on Y&R, Jack Abbott, Peter Birdman, has a talk with his wife, Diane Jenkins, Susan Walters. He tells her he has an idea he would like her to consider. She looks a bit surprised and skeptical. Most likely, it's about their son, Kyle, and a way to repair their family. Y&R is thrilling and dangerous next week. Keep tuning in to see if Nick Newman will convince Chance to help him get to the bottom of Sharon Newman's downward spiral on the CBS soap opera. Next week on The Young and the Restless, fans will witness a whirlwind of emotional moments, shocking confrontations, and bold new moves. Among the most exciting developments is Nick Newman's Joshua Morrow unexpected shift in focus. As always, Nick finds himself in the midst of the drama at the Genoa City social and business epicenter, but this time, it seems he is determined to make waves in a whole new way. His upcoming mission promises to be nothing short of game-changing for both his personal and professional life. Nick has always been a character who walks the fine line between good intentions and a fiery temper. Recently, he has found himself disillusioned with the state of the family business and frustrated by the conflicts that have surrounded him in the Newman family. However, next week, viewers will see a transformation in Nick. He decides that it's time for a change, one that will shift the entire trajectory of his life. But what exactly is Nick's new mission? And will it be enough to distance himself from the shadows of his father, Victor, Eric Braden, and his brother, Adam, Mark Grossman? Nick has always sought a sense of independence, but his efforts have often been overshadowed by his more dominant family members. The pressure from Victor to take over the reins of Newman Enterprises has caused ongoing friction between the father and son. In recent weeks, Nick's frustration has only grown, and his desire to chart his own course has become more urgent. This week, Nick begins to take real steps to assert himself, not just as a businessman, but as a man who no longer wants to follow in his father's footsteps. It seems that Nick's new mission centers around a bold business venture that could change his future, and the future of Newman Enterprises. For some time, he's been trying to carve out his own identity in the business world, away from the looming shadow of the Newman Empire. It has become clear that Nick has always had a sharp business mind, but the constant interference from his father and the complicated family dynamics have held him back from true success. Next week, fans will see Nick take matters into his own hands, launching a brand new business initiative. Details about this venture remain under wraps, but early spoilers suggest that it will be something innovative and unexpected. Whether he's entering into a new industry entirely or creating a new product line, Nick's decision is poised to shake things up in a way that could have far-reaching consequences. One thing is certain: Nick's ambition is not just motivated by financial gain, but by a deep desire to prove to himself and others that he can succeed on his own terms. As always, his drive to make a mark will undoubtedly put him on a collision course with the Newman family, especially Victor. Victor has never been one to let his children stray too far from the fold, and it's unlikely he will take kindly to Nick's plans. When a Newman family member takes a stand, it often leads to a power struggle. Nick's decision to strike out on his own will undoubtedly lead to more tension between him and his father. The question remains whether this divide will cause irreparable damage to their relationship, or if they will find a way to reconcile once Nick proves the viability of his plans. Victor, ever the manipulator, might see this as an opportunity to remind Nick of his loyalty to the family legacy. Will he use his usual tactics of persuasion and control to get Nick back in the fold of Newman Enterprises? Or will Nick's resolve be stronger than ever, as he seeks to break free from his father's influence once and for all? The power dynamics between father and son have always been a point of contention, and this latest challenge is sure to escalate the conflict. Nick's personal life is equally complex. While he has always been close to his siblings, including his sister Victoria, Amelia Hyle, and has a tight-knit circle of friends, Nick's romantic life has seen its fair share of ups and downs. As the weeks progress, Nick will have to navigate his evolving relationships with those closest to him, especially with his longtime love, Sharon Newman, Sharon Case. Sharon, who has always been a steady presence in Nick's life, might find herself caught in the middle of Nick's ambitious new mission. As much as she supports him, Sharon is also deeply rooted in the dynamics of the Newman family, which often puts her in a difficult position. Will Nick's new venture strain their relationship, or will Sharon stand by him, helping him through the inevitable challenges that lie ahead? Moreover, Nick's connection to his children, particularly Noah, Rory Gibson, and Faith, Raylancaster, is another dynamic to watch. With his kids becoming more independent, Nick will be faced with the question of balancing his professional goals with being an active and present father. As always, his children's well-being will be a top priority, but Nick might struggle to find the right balance between personal ambition and family obligations. No mission comes without obstacles, and Nick will face more than a few bumps in the road. Whether it's resistance from family members, competitors, or unforeseen business challenges, Nick will find that breaking free of the Newman legacy is easier said than done. In fact, spoilers hint at the rise of new rivals who will challenge Nick's plans every step of the way. His vision for his new business venture might be visionary, but there are bound to be others who want to see him fail, particularly if his new company threatens the status quo in Genoa City. Victor, who has always been a formidable foe in the business world, may unleash a new set of challenges in Nick's path. Whether through aggressive competition, sabotage, or manipulation of family members, Nick will have to stay one step ahead to ensure his venture doesn't falter. With Victor's empire at stake, Nick may face the most formidable challenges of his career, and perhaps even his life. While next week marks the beginning of Nick's bold new mission, the true fallout will be felt for weeks to come. Will Nick succeed in breaking free of his family's expectations and create something entirely his own? Or will he eventually return to the fold of Newman Enterprises, having learned that the price of independence is simply too high? Regardless of the outcome, Nick's journey promises to be filled with emotional highs and lows, making for a thrilling storyline for viewers. As always, The Young and the Restless keeps fans on the edge of their seats, and next week is no exception. Be sure to tune in to see how Nick's new mission unfolds, and whether the Newman family will ever be the same again.